Hey, it's Pete Flynn, and today we're going to start the lengthy process of a refret on a maple fingerboard Strat. And it's got some fingerboard wear in the lacquer, so we're going to reproduce that when we reshoot the fingerboard too. So let's get started. So the first thing we do is take off the strings, and then we're going to remove the neck from the guitar. There's nothing like motor-driven tools either. Now, if you're not used to using power tools, then I suggest you don't, unless it's your guitar. It's something it takes a little time to get used to, so you can feel it. Otherwise, just use a regular screwdriver. And then we carefully turn the guitar over and pull the neck out. There we go. Nice bird's eye neck too. And then I take all the parts, neck bolts and the plate and all the screws, and put everything in a baggie so we don't lose anything. And then I label all the tuners so I know which ones go back. I always want to use the same tuner in the same place because of the way the string will cut into the hole in the post or the post. And we will get less string breakage in the future if we continue to use the same tuner in the same spot. Now that the tuners are out, we want to, I've also removed the string retainer. Then we want to get the nut out, and we have to be very careful about doing this. We try not to break them, but it does happen depending on how much glue they've used to put them in. But we score the lacquer with a razor blade, or I do, on the either side of the nut. And then where it's put in the sides of the neck too. That way I don't get any chip out of the lacquer or the fingerboard or the wood, the neck wood, when I'm pulling the nut out. So what I want to try to do here with my nippers is grab the nut and slowly rock it back and forth while I'm lifting, and usually it just pops out like that. We got it out nice and clean. We haven't done any damage to the neck or the finish. The next thing we're going to do here is slice the lacquer with a razor blade. Again, we're going to score the lacquer on the side of the frets so we don't get any finish chip out, or more importantly, fingerboard chip out. Now after the finish is scored on all the frets, then I heat up the frets and work my way from one end to the other. That helps loosen up any glue, expands the wood a hair, so again we get less chip out. Then after we're done heating up the fret, we're going to get our fret pullers or fret nippers and pull the fret out of it. We just start walking the fret out of the fingerboard like that. There we have it. And we don't have any blowout or chip out in the fret slot.